Gotham in the grasp of Mr. Freeze. Batman is in the fight for his life against this icy new threat, but in the end, what terrifying truth will be unearthed about Arkham and the Joker? Absolute Batman Volume 1, Issue 8, Absolute Zero, Part 2. Victor Freeze drags Bruce into a laboratory. As Bruce regains consciousness, Freeze pulls out a scalpel. Bruce grabs Freeze by the neck, but Freeze calmly touches his hand and says, "Easy now, easy," before freezing him and knocking him out again. Bruce Wayne awakens in a room filled with containment tubes and finds himself strapped into one. As he regains consciousness, Victor Freeze says, "Good, I hope you enjoyed your rest. There won't be any sleeping in the ice. After all, the pain won't let you." Just as Victor fills the tubes with freezing fluid, he tells Bruce, "That's right, look around. You're in high company. Some of Gotham's wealthiest families are here. The Gates, all of them come at the end of their lives believing the ice was an escape, something they could enter and come out of with everything fixed, everything forgiven. But the ice isn't salvation. It's memory of everything we want to forget. It's vengeance. Now, as your temperature drops, you might feel a burning sensation. Hypothermia scrambles the brain's thermoregulation. That's why so many people freezing to death strip off their clothes. Don't worry, though. Soon the suffering will pass beyond hot or cold. Of course, for the first 30 years or so, all you want is death. But after that, hopefully, if you're like me, you'll come to accept it, even love it, the pain." Bruce screams in agony as his body temperature suddenly plummets into hypothermia. Victor leaves, and as the freezing process begins, Bruce starts to remember the argument he had with the Wayland in the alley. Wayland had accused him of being a coward, just like Matches, and Bruce lashed out, attacking him. They fought. Wayland Jones quickly gained the upper hand. During the fight, Wayland Jones told Bruce that he was trying to kill himself as Batman, just like Matches had, through reckless behavior, because he felt guilty for being the last kid that Thomas had pushed into the bat enclosure before he was shot. Bruce blamed himself for Thomas's death. Wayland Jones kicked Bruce to the ground and told him that Matches had left the guilt eat him alive until there was nothing left. Then he looked Bruce in the eye and asked, "Are you in the same place Matches was, Bruce?" Bruce thinks to himself. Every single cell shrieks. There's no room for anything else anymore. No feeling but this. No thought but this. I am nothing but agony. The tank is filling. The liquid getting colder. Running out of time. Reach. Have to hurry. Skin on fire. Cast breaking down. Temperature plunging. Burning up. Only get a few tries. Burning, freezing, down to one last chance. With a final surge of will, Bruce breaks out of the containment tube using a hidden batarang. Gasping, trembling, but alive, he pulls himself free and begins to change into Batman. Victor Freeze is on a call with his employer. Victor reveals to his boss, the Joker, that the freak snow is artificial. The snow crystals are embedded with genetic markers that allow them to retrieve DNA profiles from anyone they touch. They already have data on 92% of Gotham's population, and the number is still climbing. Suddenly, Batman charges into Victor's office, kicking the door down with explosive force. Knock, knock, it's Batman, and he attacks Victor with a flamethrower. We get a brutal fight between Batman and Mr. Freeze. Batman thinks to himself, he's fast, and your body temperature can be above 96 and still be hypothermic. Blood feels like slush. Mr. Freeze moves with terrifying speed while Batman, still weakened and sick, struggles to get up. Batman continues his inner monologue. "He's too fast for you right now. Slow his ugly ass down." Batman grabs his flamethrower and scorches Mr. Freeze's face as Freeze screams in pain, his face blistering. Batman keeps analyzing. He's strong too, ice woven into muscle tissues, petrified fibrosis. You're still trying to hide the shivering, so weaken him. Go for the nerve bundles. Batman deploys his talon cape sharp and precise, despite Batman's calculated strikes and tactical advantage. The hypothermia is catching up. He's fading. Victor, on the other hand, shows superhuman strength, toughness, and agility, seemingly unstoppable. Mr. Freeze evades most of Batman's attacks, moving with cold precision, but Batman focuses, thinking to himself, keep the pressure on. Don't let him get the upper hand. Suddenly, Freeze charges, overpowering him. He grabs Batman by the head and slams him hard into the wall. The impact cracking the concrete. Batman has been slammed through the wall, looking down for the count. Two of his ribs are splintered, and he's struggling to breathe. But then we flash back to his fight with Waylon Jones. After knocking Batman down, Waylon had said, "We're not done yet, man. Come on, get up." Back in the present, Batman forces himself to rise, gritting through the pain. Batman says, "That's all you got," he growls. Victor Freeze responds with a chilling smirk. "Nice. Seems you love the pain too. You're in good company here." He then presses a button. Victor releases the frozen patients from their tubes and they emerge fully under his control. Batman thinks to himself, a sound from inside guttering. Victor Freeze calls out to them, "I'm here to save you. And before I know what's happening, they're on me." Batman thinks to himself. Hundreds of infected, twisted by ice, leap toward him. Their eyes glaze, their bodies cold and unfeeling. Bruce tries to fight off the V-Core infected, but their sheer numbers begin to overwhelm him. As the icy mob swarms, Bruce's mind flashes back. Waylon Jones drops a match onto a box of matches and says, "That's the hard part, man, getting through. Not letting it crush you. But that's what we do here in Crime Alley. We're survivors. So Batman needs to be one too, to understand." He steps closer and says firmly, "Now I'll ask you one more time. Do you want to die?" I said, "Do you want to die?" Batman then says, "No, then live." Just then, a mural of matches Malone lights up on the wall. Batman, swarmed by the V-neck, grits his teeth. With one final burst of strength, he throws them all off and charges through the hole in the wall. Realizing it's a losing fight, Batman jumps out the windows and escapes. Batman falls out the window, crashing against the walls all the way down. But then he uses his Talon cape to stop his fall as he hooks into the wall. Hanging upside down like a bat, he calls Waylon, but gets his voicemail. He leaves a message. "Listen, there's something in the snow and something bad. Call the others. I'll fill you in." "Waylon, you were right, and I just want to say thank you." However, Waylon does not get the message. At the door of his gym, three men in suits knock him unconscious and take his blood. They test it, determine he is a perfect specimen, and then carry him off to Ark M. Next, Bane in Absolute Batman, Volume 1, Issue 9.